The smell of fried onions fills the kitchen now. I stand in front of the pot and slowly stir the mujadara. The steam rises towards my face, leaving small droplets on my forehead. The wooden spoon hits the side of the bowl with a slight rhythm. Tap, tap, tap. I reach out for the salt, but the smell of hot lentils reaches my body before my head. My fingers grip the spoon and I turn towards the room for no apparent reason, as if waiting for a sound I know well. The sun hits the glass window of our house directly. The light fills half the room, leaving the other half dim. The fan hovers over our heads with a choppy sound. Tick, tick, tick. My sisters sit around the table with their school notebooks open in front of them. One writes quickly, the second reads in a low voice, and the third puts the pen between her teeth and looks at the ceiling for a moment before resuming writing. Outside, children run down the narrow alley, the sound of their footsteps disappearing, coming back. A vegetable vendor passes under the building, raising his voice towards the balconies. Tomatoes! Cucumbers! May God provide for you! His voice is coarse and tired, his last words breaking off as if coughing between calls. The smell of mujadara fills the whole house. My mother stands in the kitchen, slowly stirring the pot, the wooden spoon hitting its side. Tap, tap, tap. The gas burns with a light blue colour. The TV is on low. The announcer's lips are ahead of the sound coming from the speaker. The words reach us choppy and unclear. My father sits by the window, his elbow on his knee and his hand on his beard. He's looking outside. My little sister doesn't care about the TV or notebooks. She wraps a pink cloth around her shoulders, twirling around the room unsteadily. She lifts the ends of the cloth with her hands, laughing. She stops in front of the mirror for a few seconds before twirling again. The notebook is open in front of me. I write. The homeland. The ink seeps out dark at the beginning of the word, becomes lighter gradually. I write, my friends. I rewrite the letter F twice because I don't like how it looks. A light breeze enters through the window. The paper slightly quivers. The sky outside the window is all blue. Not a single cloud. And then the sound emerges. At first, it resembles a vibration in the air. No one moves immediately. Dad just raises his head. His fingers stop stroking his beard. The sound is getting louder. The fan suddenly stops when the power goes out. The room goes silent all at once. Even the street outside becomes lighter, as if the city is restraining itself. My mother lifts the spoon from the pot without turning off the stove. One of my sisters holds a pen tight until her fingers whiten. And my other sister starts shaking her knee under the table. My little sister slowly lowers the pink cloth from her shoulders and looks up at the ceiling. Now the sound is right above us, and something heavy comes down from the sky. I don't see it, but the glass is shaking before it reaches us. My hand freezes over the notebook. The pen tip leaves a large ink dot on the paper, and then the force hits the whole place at once. The ground rises from under our feet. The wall is shaking. The air pushes our chests violently until our breath stops. For a moment, glass explodes inside the house. A sharp sound blasts our ears and stays stuck there. Dust quickly fills the room. I can't see my mother's face. I can only hear her sporadic cough. My little sister screams unclear words. One of my sisters covers her head with her hands, and the other's body shakes uncontrollably. Her shoulders, her teeth, and her small hands can't stop moving. My mother holds her by the shoulders. She pulls her very, very close. My knee hits the corner of the table. The pen falls out of my hand and spins onto the floor. My notebook is half closed under the dust. Something hot brushes my face. The taste of cement enters my mouth. I open my eyes with difficulty. Everything is grey. The TV is still on for a moment. The advertising song comes out muffled and then suddenly stops. The pink cloth hangs on the edge of the chair, fluttering in the air, blowing inside a room without walls. My father stands up with difficulty. He steadies his hand on the table so as not to fall. Dust covers his hair and his shoulders. Outside, many voices rise together. One of them shouts someone's name. Footsteps run over stones. A baby cries. I stare at my notebook. The word homeland has disappeared under a long grey line. But the words my friends are strangely clear. The fan is not whirring now, just swinging slightly from the impact of the blow. Light enters sharply from the new hole in the wall. It doesn't feel like the afternoon light that was there minutes ago. This light is white, full of dust. My pen is lying near my leg. Its tip is broken. Its blue ink slowly seeps out, drawing a small line on the tiles. I watch it without moving. In the kitchen, the mujadara burns in the bottom of the pot. The smell of burnt lentils slowly wafts through our house. Now, as I stand in my kitchen years later, the same smell returns. I quickly turn down the heat and stir the mujadara, but my hand is not completely still. The spoon taps the edge of the pot twice, quietly. I turn around the room for no reason. I keep an eye on the window, and then I hear the sound of gentle simmering. And I realize that I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm not there. I'm still here.